Alright, so in the other video we looked at consonant sounds and how they can be identified. There are some that are very difficult to spot. We were able to look at them. In this video we're going to be looking at vowel sounds, but we're going to start with the simple ones. I realized that it's very easy to identify the diphthongs than it is to identify the pure vowels, and that's why we're going to be looking at the diphthongs first. What are diphthongs? They are sounds. They are vowel sounds that are formed by the combination of two vowel sounds or two pure vowel sounds. An example is I. We also have A. We have Oi. Let's start with these three. There are 8 in number. Let's start with I. I is found in any sound where you have I. For example, L-I-F-E is pronounced as life. Life. If I have A-Y-E, this is not I-E, this is pronounced as I. E-Y-E is pronounced as I. T-I-E is also pronounced as tie. If I have S-T-Y-L-E, this is pronounced as style. Alright, every form of I. Look at this word, S-T-I-F-L-E. It's normal for you to want to pronounce it as stifle. The word is pronounced as stifle. And the word stifle means to suppress. For example, the woman stifled the shouts of surprise. So we have this I, responsible for any form of I you can think of. Next, let's look at A. In our alphabet, we learned ABC. What we call it naturally is A. The word is pronounced as A. You have to break it down. So any form of A at all is pronounced A. For example, AGE is pronounced as age. You know, you can have CAGE pronounced as cage, and so on. But this is a little tricky because there are so many words you pronounce as A, but are pronounced as A. For example, FATAL is not fatal, it's called fatal. Fatal. Alright? And STATUS is not status, it's called status. Status. The word DATA is not data, it's called data. Data. And the word and so on and so forth. So you realize that many of them like that have MATRIX is not matrix, it's called matrix. Matrix. That's the second one, which is A. Any form of A at all, just try to link it up with EI, A. This is a sound. The next one is Oi. You pronounce Oi. Oi is found in oil. Many Nigerian people, many Nigerians call it oil, especially people from the East. Oil. It's oil, not oil. So if I have words like COY is pronounced as toy. CHOICA is pronounced as choice. If I have NOISE, this is pronounced as noise. If I have TOIL, this is pronounced as toil. This is common with oil, any form of oil. EMPLOY is pronounced as employ. Alright? EMBROIL is pronounced as embroil. 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 So it's very easy to identify these sounds. Oi, I, A. Let's look at another one. It's pronounced it's written like this. It is responsible for all the O's you pronounce. O is L. If I have G-O, it's not go. It's pronounced girl. Girl away. Girl. If I have T-O-W, this is called tell. If I have S-O-W, this is called sell. Even S-E-W is pronounced as sell. If I have S-H-O-W, this is called show. So this is another diphthong number 4. Let's look at another. We also have the sound, ow. Ow. This is responsible for all the ow. H-O-W is pronounced as how. How. N-O-W is pronounced as now. C-R-O-W is pronounced as crown. C-R-O-W-N is pronounced as crown. Sorry, this is crowd. Let's call this. Alright, we're going to look at owl now. Owl. H-O-W is pronounced as how. S-H-O-U-T is pronounced as shout. A word like C-R-O-W-D is pronounced as crowd. Crowd. Alright? And so on. If I have O-W-L, this is pronounced as owl. So this is responsible for all the owls that we pronounce. The next diphthong is usually confusing. People usually find it very hard and difficult to tell the difference between ear and This drags towards ear, while this one is for example, if I have T-E-A-R, this is called tear. If I have B-E-A-R, this is called veer. But if I have S-P-A-R-A, this is called spare. Spare. S-H-A-R-A is called share. If I have N-E-A-R, is called near. You see, you would wonder that E-A-R seem to fall here, E-A-R seem to fall here, then A-R-E. You're right. But at some point, we have words like B-E-A-R, which is pronounced as bear. Bear. P-E-A-R is also pronounced as pear. And here you find words like S-P-H-E-R-E. This is called sphere. 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 If I have D-E-E-R, this is called deer. And if I have W-H-E-R-E, this is pronounced as where. So once you pronounce it as you get this. But once you pronounce it as year, you're going to get this. The last one, the last diphthong, this is diphthong 6 and 7. The last one we're going to be looking at is ur. Ur. It's like the combination of the U sound and that. It's found in P-O-O-R. This is not poor, it's called poor. Poor. It's found in D-U-A-L. This is called dual. Dual. It's found in C-A-S-U-A-L. This is pronounced as casual. Casual. Alright? If I have C-O-U-R, this is also pronounced as tour. So with this, you've been able to look at a few of, the 8 diphthongs. Subsequently, we want to look at the vowel sound. But before we get there, we need to take a few questions and see if you can actually do well in an examination condition. No, you can't. Alright, we're going to be looking at a few questions on the diphthongs to see if you really understand it. And one of the questions here is P-L-A-G-U-E, and this is underlined. Option A, we have P-L-A-I-T. Option B, we have P-L-A-Q-U-E. Option C, we have M-A-K-E. And option D, we have L-E-A-G-U-E. This is what we are looking for. The word is pronounced as plague. 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 So basically we're looking for A. You would have thought this is it because most times you call option A plate. It's meant to be pronounced as plat. 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 And this is called plaque. This is called make. And this is called league. So it's really identifiable. This is what we are looking for. A. It's not here. The answer is make. It's simple, very straightforward. Let's look at more on each of the sounds. Another question is A-Y-E, and the part that is underlined is everything. Option A is O-W-E, B is A-W-E, C is E-Y-E, and D is stay. This looks obvious because we pointed out that A-Y-E is pronounced as I. Option A is L. Option B is all. Option C is I. And option D is stay. It's obvious. This is A, but we're looking for I. This is our answer. Let's look at more questions. Question number 3, we have the word D-A-C-H-E, and this is underlined. Before I go into the questions, I have to first make you understand the distinction between this and B-A-C-H. This is a noun, this is a verb. The one with the E is the verb, the one without the E is the noun. In terms of pronunciation, this is called bathe, and this one is called bath. Alright? Aside, you realize that this is the and this is the, so they are different in terms of pronunciation. So option A, we have C-R-A-Z-Y. Option B, we have P-A-C-H. C, we have H-A-R-S-H. And option D is B-R-E-A-K-F-A-S-T. Two answers look like the answer. Of course, we know that this is pronounced as bathe. But look at this. This is crazy, and this is what you would have called breakfast. Break on its own is break. But with the fast, it comes to air, and this is pronounced as breakfast. Breakfast. Alright? And sometimes it is pronounced as breakfast. So this is air basically. This one is pronounced as hash. Hash. And this is pronounced as path. Path. And this one is pronounced as crazy. Crazy. You realize that this is A, bathe, and this is our final answer. Our next question is this: P-I-N-T, and this is on the line. Option A is S-T-I-N-K, option B is C-H-E-A-T, option C is N-I-G-H, and option D is I-N-P-U-G-N. We need to first pronounce the words. This is pronounced as pint, not pint. So because it's pronounced as pint, we are basically looking for I. And that is not here. This is called impugn. This is cheat. This is think. Our answer is 9. Alright? So a few more questions and we're going to be done with diphthongs. Alright, let's look at this question. This is B-E-A-R and this is on the line. Option A, B-E-E-R. Option B, T-H-E-R-E. Option C is M-U-S-E-U-M. And option D is R-A-D-I-U-S. You did disturb me now. Now for this question we have, this is pronounced as bear. Don't mistakenly call this beer, it's called bear. Option A is called beer, option B is called there, and C is called museum. Option D is called radius. Radius. So this is what we're looking for, and the only question that has it is option. A final question for this category. Is the C-H-E-E-R. Alright, option A is C-H-A-I-R, B is I-D-E-A-L, C is P-E-A-R, and option D is B-E-W-A-R-A. This is what we're looking for, E-E-R. And from our case with B-E-E-R, we realize that this can only be pronounced as beer. Alright, so this is called chair. Chair. Option A is called chair. 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 Option B is called idea. Idea. Option C is called pair. And option D is called beware. Beware. So what we're looking for is actually here and can only be found in idea, not. Aside these diphthongs, we'll be looking at certain vowel sounds. We have 12 pure vowels and we have 8 diphthongs. The 8 diphthongs have already been spoken about, so we're going to look at how to use or how to identify the long vowel sounds from the short ones. For example, we have the short R sound and here we have the long R sound. Most people don't know. We have a question like this: A-S-K, please underline. Option A is C-A-R-T, option B is A-X-E, option C is J-A-Z-Z, option D is, let's say, practical. And we are confused because what we are looking for is R. Option A looks like R, B looks like R, C looks like R, D looks like R. What am I going to choose? It gets so confusing. Alright, it's so easy because AS, watch out. To identify if a sound is long or short is highly dependent on the sounds that are around the word. AS will give us a long R sound. This is pronounced as ask. AR will also give us a long R sound. This is pronounced as cat. But when you see AX is going to maintain a short R sound. This is pronounced as axe. And this AZ is a short R sound. This is pronounced as jazz. And option D, ACT is going to be short. This is pronounced as practical. So with this, you realize that the only answer is option A. So now I'm going to be teaching you how to identify a long R sound from a short R sound. So let's look at the difference between the long one and the short one. I told you earlier that what is put near the word, or the consonant sound or the vowel sound or the letters that appear within a word, will help us to identify if the particular sound is long or short. In a word, so this is for short R sound, and this one is the long one. For AR or AS or AF, they always give us a long R sound. But once you have AX, AV, AD, AN, AK, or ACK, or the sound basically are going to get short. Let's experiment with this and we extend. For AX, if I have TAX, automatically it's going to be short. Tax. AX gives us short R sound. AXE is going to be short. Ax. AV, HAVE is half short because of the V. V gives us, it clips the sound, it makes it short. Alright, AD, HAD is going to be short, it's hard. AN, CAN is calm. Alright, AD, if I have BLACK, this is pronounced as black. It makes it short. These sounds, there are more, we're going to be looking at them. But let's look at this. This one makes the sound long. If I have HARD, this is not hard, it's called hard. Hard is silent there. It's pronounced as hard. If I have CARD, of course, this is pronounced as card. Pay attention to HART also. It's pronounced as heart. If I have FARMER, this is pronounced as famine. Alright. You could also have AS. If it is S, it's going to give us a long sound. Certain S can turn to Z. I need you to watch out for that. Look at this. HAS is pronounced as has, because this S is pronounced as Z. Alright? But if I have CLASS, this is called class. If I have PASS, this is pronounced as pass. If I have FAST, this is pronounced as fast. Alright? But if I have a word like MASS, this appears to be the exception to the rule. It's always short R sound. Let's look at more. Let's look at how A can come with certain other words to remain short, and how it can form with other letters to give us long R sound. In a further quest to understand the distinction between these, we need to know that most times when you have ATH or A with the silent L, when the L is silent, you're going to have, you will certainly have a long R sound. If I have FACHER, for example, it's long. This word is pronounced as father. If I have RATHER, it's going to be long. This is pronounced as rather. If I have PATH, it's going to be long. This is pronounced as path. Alright, AL, when the L is silent, CALM is pronounced as calm, because the L is silent. Watch out, if it were to be SCALP, this L is pronounced, it's going to be short. This is pronounced as scalp. This is going to be short. If I have SHALL, this is going to be short. This is shall, because the L is pronounced. But when I have words like BALM, this is balm. If I have PALM, this is palm. If I have CALF, this is calf. And PSALM is also pronounced as sound. So we need to know that ACH will give us long sound, AL will also give us long sound. Let us dwell here a little. Certain words occur here. For example, PLAIT is pronounced as flat. Flat. So other sounds, if I have AM, it's going to be here. AM falls here. AB, AT, and so on. Aside the ones I'm speaking about there, the ones here give us short sound. If I have sample, for example, the AM, this is pronounced as sample. Look at this, AB. If I have CRAB, this is going to be short, crab. If I have CHAT, this is automatically short. This is called chat. Chat. Alright. So if I were to have CHART, this would be a long R sound. Aside ATH and AL, AF is also capable of making this sound long. AF, watch out for AF. AF, if I have CRAFT, this is a long R sound, craft. If I have SHAFT, is a long sound, shaft, shaft. If I have STAFF, this is called staff. The same thing as DRAFT, this is called draft. Okay, so having been able to identify the little differences that occurs between the short R and the long R sound, we're going to spend time answering certain questions to see if you are able to identify them in questions. Can I start? Question number 1, we have AXLE. Option A, we have CATCH. Option B, ASK. PATH, and D is RATHER. This looks very familiar. I spoke about it already. Look at this AX. AX will give you short. Axle. Axle. This is short because it comes with X. If it were with S, it will be long. Option A is catch. Catch. Short because of this. AS is going to give you a long R sound. This is going to give you a long R sound. Path. And this is rather. So our final answer, of course, is going to be catch. Let's take a look at about 4 more questions to ascertain our proficiency in the use of long and short R sound. Question 2, you have AUNT. Option A, we have FARCE. B, ANT. Option C, we have CAUGHT. And option D is CUT. This many of us call AUNT aunt. It has nothing to do with the word aunt. It's pronounced aunt. The difference between this and this is that this is long and this is just aunt. Alright, option A is long, fast. AR gives us long R sound. This is cut, cut, and this is cut, cut. So our final answer is this. Option A is our final answer. Another question is master. Master. Don't forget that we pointed out that whenever you have A and S, the A becomes a long one. It's called master. It's a long R sound. Option A, we have PART. Option B, we have CRAB. C, we have THANK. And D, we have JAZZ. So from this, we have long R sound, master. Option B is this part. This is pronounced as craft, and this is funk, and this is jazz. You see? So why is this short? I said that earlier. AN will automatically give you a short R sound. Other examples like that is ban and bank, which is bank. Alright, so with that, you realize that the only answer here is option A, parts. Another question is FLASK. AS occurring together. Watch out, but that is not the same case with FLASH. If you have ASH, it's automatically short. Please watch out for this flash. But once you have S and K, it's going to be long. Flask. Option A, we have AXE. Option B, we have FLATS. C, we have RANCH. D, we have BAD. This is axe. This is flats, and it's short because of the T. This is ranch, and this is bad. So the only, pardon me please, option B is ranch, long, ranch. I need to point this out that ANCH sometimes gives us long R sound, and other examples are branch, and chance. These are long R sound. Branch, and this is chance. They are all long. So our final answer is option C. One more question, and we move to another category. Just one more question. The last question here is BALN. BALN. Option A is CASCALP. B is this, and D is CASTLE. Try as much as possible in your mind. Guess. What do you think the answer is? Alright, let's see if you're right or wrong. Look at option A, we have SCA. SCA. This is a short ass sound. I told you that when the L is pronounced, it's going to be short. But the question itself is a long ass sound because the L is silent. This is pronounced as BAM. Option B is called wall. Wall, long one. And this is called SHA. And this is AS. Don't forget, AS, castle. Castle. Our final answer, therefore, is option D. My next question is this, SAYS, and this is underlined. Option A, BRAIN. Option B is DAY. C is EXIST, and D is EXIT. Alright, so for this is pronounced as says. You wouldn't pronounce it as says, it is and this is called brain. This is not the answer. This is called day. This is called exist. And this is called exit. So the only answer there is what? Exit, not even this one. We have just 2 questions to go and we'll look at other sounds. The next question we have EARN, and the part that is underlined is EAR. Option A is HEART, B is SARGEANT, C is STARE, and D is journey. You will learn here that words are not necessarily pronounced the way they are spelled, because if words are pronounced the way they are spelled, EARA would have informed us that option A is the answer, which is not the case at all. This is called earn, and this is called heart. This is called sergeant, and this is called stare. This is called journey. If this is our question, earn, the only answer there is what? Journey. So I need you to watch out for how the ERA is pronounced as sergeant, and I need you to also pay attention to how this is pronounced as heart. One more question. Just one more question. We have WEALTH, and this is underlined. Option A, WHEAT. C, we have MANY. C is EXAMINE. And option D is SERVICE. You look at this very well. This is and this word is pronounced as well. So basically, we're looking for the S sound. Option A is pronounced as wheat, a long A sound. This is many, so it looks like the answer already. This couldn't be the answer because it's pronounced as examine. And this is pronounced as service. So our answer there is what? Option B, many. The short E sound is found in words that have this. Don't forget that IE that is here is also found here, but we will be able to spot the difference. Let's start with this one. If I have SIT, it's sit. But it's different if I have EA or EE, SEETHE is called C. And if I have SEAT, it's pronounced as sit. So once you have combinations like this, you get the long E sound. Why something like this will give you a short E sound. CHIC is pronounced as shake, alright? For E, words like EXAMPLE is pronounced as example. Words like EXIST is pronounced as exist, okay? Now, words like PARTED is called parted. Alright, so in the place of E here, watch out for E and EY here. Let's talk about E first. LEGAL is called legal. REGAL is pronounced as regal. And KEY is pronounced as key. And QUAY has exactly the same pronunciation as key and is key. key. Okay, we also have sounds where we have the short E sounds in certain words that have AGE, like MARRIAGE. This is pronounced as marriage. SAUSAGE is pronounced as sausage. Words like CARRIAGE is pronounced as carriage, and so on and so forth. And don't let me leave this out. VILLAGE is pronounced as village. Okay, but for IE here, we find it in words like BELIEF. This is pronounced as belief. Belief. So for us to dig down into a better understanding of this, we'll look at a few questions to go through this. Our first question is this: FRIDGE, and this is underlined. Option A is NIECE, B is VOLTAGE, C is KNEE, and D is WE. A word like this is pronounced as fridge, and this is short. This is a short E sound. IE here is going to give us a long E sound. This is pronounced knees. Don't forget about the AG I spoke about. This is going to give us this voltage, and this is pronounced double E as knee. And this WE, don't forget about WE, SHE, HE, and so on. They all give us the long E sound. So our answer can only be this: voltage, fridge. The second question we have LEGAL. This is underlined. Option A we have STEP. Option B we have CITY. C we have REALLY, and D we have KEY. This is called legal. Legal is a short E sound. This has nothing to do with it because it's pronounced as step. This is called city. City. This is called really. Really. And this is pronounced as key. This is our final answer, key. Question we have MORTGAGE, and the line part is this. Option A we have CAGE. Option B, GAUGE, C we have FIELD, and option D we have EXAMPLE. If you look at this clearly, you realize that this is AGE, and this word is pronounced as mortgage. The T is silent. This is pronounced as mortgage. Mortgage. Option A is cage, and option B is gauge. Option C is field, and option D is called example. So this is what we're looking for, the short E, and the only one that has it here is this, example. So we'll go to, are we ready? Our next question is FOETUS, and this is underlined. Option A we have POEM, B we have THROW, C we have THRAW, and option D is SHE. Alright, the part that is underlined, normally people call it foetus, no? Most times, or sometimes when you have OE, you're likely to have a long E sound, or EO, for example, people, amoeba, fetus, alright? All those words, then you realize that this is a long E sound, fetus. And this is what we're looking for. This is not pain, this is called poem. Poem. This is called throw. This is called through. And option D is called she. See? She, long E sound. This is our final answer. Option. Alright, for the short O sound, this is the short one and this is the long one. There are several differences. One common thing you realize that there is OO here and there is OO here. Maybe I should start with that. OOK will always give us a short O sound. Words like BOOK is pronounced as book. Words like CROOK is pronounced as crook. Crook. But once you have OO and different other words like OOF, OOP and so on, you're going to get a long one. LOOP, for example, is pronounced as loop. If I have SCHOOL, it's going to be what? School. But if I have T-O-O-K, because of this O-O-K, it's going to be took. Alright, if I have H-O-O-F, it's going to be long oof. Oof. Alright, aside talking about O, you realize that a word like T-O-M-B is not tongue, it's called tune. Tune. D-O-M-B is called, W-O-M-B is pronounced womb. Womb. So, talking about O, pay attention to O-U-L. These three words, W-O-U-L-D, C-O-U-L-D, and S-H-O-U-L-D, all fall under this category. This is called would. The L is silent. This is called could, and this is called should. Sorry, should. Okay? Normal U words, normal words that have U, they are pronounced with short O sound, like P-U-S-H is pronounced as push, and C-U-S-H-I-O-N is pronounced as cushion. Cushion. That is short. Okay, there are some OOD words that are also found here. A word like G-O-O-D is short. It's pronounced as good. Good. Okay, we also have words, many words here like W-O-L-F is pronounced as wolf. Wolf. Wolf is not wolf. Okay, so when we look at a few questions, you'll be able to understand how to decipher between the long O and the short O sound. And there is one part I never mentioned, and this part, the U consonant E. If you have R-U-L-E, look at this U, this is a consonant letter L and E. This would be a long sound. Look at that. If I have another one, let me try to get another example. R-U-D is rude. Rude. If I have C-R-U-D-E, this is called rude. It's long, not just because of the E, but because there is a consonant and there is another E. Ordinary U is supposed to give us short, alright? Things like P-U-L-L is supposed to give us pull. Now let's take a look at a few questions. The first question is P-R-O-O-F, and this is underlined. Option A is M-O-O-D, B is G-O-O-D, C is S-U-G-A-R, and option D is C-U-T. The question here is what? The question is O-O-F, and this is called proof. Because O-O, once you have O-O-K is short. And I gave you this particular example, good, as short, but this one is not. This is long, mood. This is called sugar, and this is called cat. So our final answer is option A, mood. Question is C-O-U-L-D, and this is underlined. Option A, we have T-H-R-O-U-G-H. B, we have B-L-E-W. C, we have C-I-R-C-U-I-T. And option D, we have B-U-T. The first one is pronounced as could. I pointed it out there the other time that L will be silent and this will be short. This is called through. Through is a long O sound. This is blue. This is not blue, it's called blue. And here we have circuit. Circuit. And this here is called put. So this is what we're looking for. This is the final answer. The 3, we have L-O-S-E, and this is underlined. Option A, we have L-O-S-E. B, we have this. Option C, we have C-O-U-R-I-E-R. And option D, we have P-U-S-H. This one is a short O sound. This is pronounced, a long O sound. Lose, long one. This is also a long O sound, but it's with an S sound. This is called should. This is pronounced as career, and this is called push. So this is what we are looking for. This is where the answer is. The next one we have should. S-H-O-E. This is underlined. Option A, C-O-U-P. Option B is S-H-O-O-K. C is S-U-G-A-R. And option D is P-U-S-S-Y-C-A-T. Alright, this is called shoe. This is a long O sound, shoe. This is called cool. This is shook. Don't forget, double O will give us, with K, will give us a short sound, shook. This is called sugar, sugar, and this is called pussycat. 2 seconds. So our answer is